I don't understand why St Mary's School have gone to this drastic measure with calling the social services on me. I'm just sitting at home baffled right now. I'm actually watching MTV and watching all these Christian rappers rising up right now, like Lecrae, all of these people. We've got like even live on MTV, it's talking about Jesus. Yet I've got a social worker sitting here saying to me, "You're not allowed to take your son to church." This is all just to my face, not to my parents, not to my folks, not to anyone else, just to me. Because she thinks the mental health system say I hide behind a religious crutch. No, I don't like religion. I'm a Christian. I'm a born again Christian. This is just so mad. I've got this man called Gilbert. He's a CPN. Yeah, he's a French geezer. You do hide behind your. It's a religious crutch, and I'm like, no. The fact that I've been off drugs for 9 years, yeah, does that not say enough? Okay, I've had a few relapses on alcohol. What, I've had a bottle of Bud tonight or whatever it was. I'm peed off. I'm not with my son. I've been pumped up with medication that I don't need. I've been shoved on a mental health ward for 4 weeks with a load of people who are demonically not well and actually shouldn't have got in fights, but got in front of people that were going to attack people to try and prevent things, taking authority over situations, and now we're back to the drawing boards. It's just mental. I'm just in shock. I'm in shock that I'm in my house, right, in Stansted, on my own, listening to Eminem on YouTube, listening to stuff on MTV, just to deal with this situation at the moment, listening to my worship music as well, praying, but feel like I'm backsliding because my little boy's not with me and I've got this court case coming up, and it's like, yeah, I'll use my faith and I'll declare scriptures over the situation, but I'm still human. I'm still apprehensive because persecution of Christians is worldwide right now, and obviously in Britain the persecution of Christians is different. It's a mental thing. And I'm not the only one that's been shoved in loony bins for my faith right now, believe you me. I know a lot of people in the church that have been. But the point I'm trying to get across is Mrs. Tompkins at the school has basically taken my little bit of anger, because it was like, look, I don't agree with the whole way you're teaching at school. I want to homeschool my son, which isn't illegal in Britain unless the government have brought that in the past few months. She's taken it all as a direct dig at her school, when all I was trying to reiterate to the women was, I'm going to teach my son at home. There was part of me that was protective over him because of the trials I've gone through as a mother and because of the place I've come from in my past. Of course I'm protective over my son. When you've been hurt in the care system, or when you've been hurt as a kid by someone you should trust, you do feel that way about your child. But this headmistress, Mrs. Tompkins, has taken it all directly, like, oh, you're knocking my school. No, I just want to homeschool my kid. The point is, you were getting so defensive that I've got defensive. And I get this little bit of like Moses anger come out in me, and I'm like, listen, come on. I just want to get down to the point. I want to homeschool my son. Why are you giving me beef? And now we're here. It's Friday night. I'm sat in my house. I'm depressed. I'm lonely. I have no husband because he's off lying and making out I've committed adultery and flipping drinking and lusting, while I'm sat here just in this 2 and 8 really. I'm in Stansted, which is witchcraft capital. We've got people on Facebook talking about flipping sensing spirits in the house and dead people, and I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, wake up. The fact that you're into all them medium things and what the Bible warns against, praising angels and magical arts, is the reason why they're in your house, because you're opening yourselves up to it anyway. So yeah, we've got the Vikings and the Romans here. I've seen so many Vikings in the past. It's weird. They just manifest themselves, don't they, in that sort of way. Anyway, I'm sounding nutty again to any social services who are watching me. I don't really care anymore. I've just about had enough. Because when I go to court, what I'm actually going to do is say, Your Honour, let's watch Gemma's YouTubes. Let's get every 30 or 40 things she's put up there and just watch them through together, shall we? One on one. No one else there. And you can form your own opinion then of me. I'm a born-again Christian. I have a relationship with Jesus and I hate religion. That's who I am. And I'm being persecuted. Proper persecuted.